My name is Sander van Wettum and I'm a photographer. I was asked by ING Insurance to document their daily lives and their daily environments because there was a lot of change happening in the past year. And ING asked me specifically to document this change, but not in a direct way, but more in an indirect way. Personally, I've been interested in the office for a long time because both my parents were office workers. And when I was young, they would always go to work dressed in their formal clothes, and I never understood what they were actually doing. When I first came in there, I went up in the glass elevator, and the whole environment and everybody was alien to me. And I was also alien to them. And this was the first very specific challenge to close this gap between me and the office workers, so that they got familiar with me and I got familiar with them, and at one point become invisible to everybody, because then everybody was back absorbed in their work and in their environments again, and this was the point I was looking for. For artists in general, I think office life and the corporate world is really interesting because it is a very strict and distinct form. I mean, it's almost the iconography how office looks like. And this form is really interesting because, once you experience and you're in it, you see that also things start to fall out of this form. So there are all the little personal touches that make it a little bit different from other places. And it's not as strict as it looks. So I think that's a huge attraction for artists to explore. While I was working on this assignment, Art Management Insurance came to me and they found an archive of the photographer Mechanicus, who did the same assignment I was doing, but then 40 years ago. And it was such a surprise to see these images because he tackled the same subject in a very different way. And then very quickly we realized that it could be very interesting to combine both sources. And of course, make a comparison about the then and now, but maybe there were also other things that didn't change and more surprising elements that would come up. Longing for the exotic and the extraordinary, I think, is the most ordinary thing we do. And for me, the challenge, and for everyone, this challenge is to find the extraordinary in daily things. And actually, daily life can be very beautiful, very inspiring. So ultimately, what I hope that's going to happen when people see the installation is that they get this sort of renewed awareness about their environment, but also the people they work with and about the work they do themselves.